It's Carter, president of ConstitutionalRightsPact.com. Go there, sign up for the free morning newsletter, and you also get absolutely free my afternoon insider scoop private personal email. So don't delay, do it today. All right, there we go. Enough about that. Let's get down to the brass tacks here. As you can see, I'm at beautiful Riverbend Park. Okay. Beautiful Riverbend Park. What a copacetic place. Real Americans here. Trump flags everywhere. American flags and Trump flags everywhere. You will not see a Joe Biden flag. If you see a flag with his name on it, it's attached to an obscenity, which I happen to like. And I'll tell you why I happen to like it. Because I got to be honest with you. We need to put on the full armor, okay? We need to put on the full armor. We're getting our brains beat out, and we're not fighting back hard enough. Let me tell you a little something based on nearly 50 years of political experience at the highest levels in Washington. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you two things. One, Conservative Inc. in Washington is doing nothing. Nothing. These organizations sending you all the fundraising emails. A lot of blather. But they should be organizing marches in the streets right now. They should be getting ugly, down and dirty, because we're in a down and dirty fight for our lives. Make no mistake about it. Kamala Harris is a Marxist. She's a red diaper baby. She hates this country. She lies at every turn. And if she wins, let me just give you two hints. If you're a minister, prepare to go to jail. Because in very short order, it may take a year or two, but that's short order. If you preach against abortion, if you preach against homosexuality, which the Bible says is wrong, so it's your job, get ready to have the doors of the church closed and having your butt marched into a cell, okay? And you say they wouldn't do that. They closed the doors of your church during the COVID a hoax. I'm going to say it. If the purple-haired androgynous wokesters at Facebook want to shut this down, let them. But it's a time for truth. Okay? That's one of the things we're going to see. The other thing we're going to see is the idea of hate crimes applied to every word you say or write. Remember, the Supreme Court has already said the FBI and CIA can monitor and censor your every word, thought, and deed. Miss Harris, B.J. Harris, as I call her, is going to take that a far step further. Okay? That's what's coming, because that's what Marxists do. They do it everywhere they are. Look at the Soviet Union and multiply how bad it was by 10. And that's what this woman has in store. She is a vicious, vile, angry woman. Okay? Very, very, very carefully trained as to what she should do. So that's why I'm telling you, we need to fight back. Let me just say it. The conservative movement for decades now has tried to play the nice guy. Okay? The left has gotten more and more and more vicious, totally vicious, vitriolic in its behavior. And the conservatives have said, well, let's try and get along. We pulled a Rodney King. Can't we all get along? Let me show you a little something I'm reading right now. Okay, there it is right there. It's a good book. I'm recommending it to you. Pardon me for moving the camera all around there. But see this book? Written by Jerry Falwell's wife about Jerry Falwell. Now, some of you who are young and haven't bothered studying your conservative history don't realize Jerry Falwell was one of the great conservative leaders of all time, formed the moral majority, and as you read this book, you're reminded that this man's life was made miserable by the far left. Everything they're doing to the rest of us now, they were doing to him back into the 70s, into the 80s, okay? Yeah. The attacks, the threats on his life, the riots, everywhere he went, the colleges like Harvard and such shouting him down, all of this. Jerry was kind of their practice target for what they do regularly to conservatives now. And one of the reasons they do it now is we didn't fight back hard enough, okay? What are you saying, Carter? How badly you want us to fight back? I want us to fight back in kind. I want us to fight back in kind, because the next 3 months are going to be beyond anything you can ever imagine, with the false accusations and, if necessary, the riots. Whatever it takes, the left is going to do to put their Marxist leader in power, their American Maduro in power. I'm telling you, that's what's coming. I'm telling you that we now know, because we didn't fight hard enough back then. We said, okay, all right, let's just get along. You can't get along with these people. By the way, the transvestites and all were attacking him back then. Kind of practice sessions for what they're doing now. The blaspheme, the horror shows they put on, the coming after your children. It all occurred back then. We didn't fight back hard enough. We tried to be nice guys. And as the great baseball manager, Leo the Lip DeRocher, said, nice guys finish last. He said something else, and I'm going to close with this. You show me a good loser, which we conservatives have been now year after year. He said, you show me a good loser, and I'll show you an idiot. Well, it's time to stop playing the idiot, because everything is at stake this November 5th. Everything is at stake this November 5th. And the left is pulling out all the stops. If you don't think that, believe that, think about Butler, Pennsylvania. That's about as big a stop as you can pull out, isn't it? Well, they're going to do much, much more than that to all of us in the next 3 months. We have to be prepared for it. We have to help them understand. You're going to pay in kind for what you do to us, because we now know the nature of the battle. More than that, we know the nature of the beast. Liberals, you. And we need to fight back, okay? So never give up, never give in, never give out. Stay strong.